Hi, I'm Dex Gelfand, here to talk to you a little bit about my practice of therapeutic spiritual counseling. I've had a lot of success, and I've talked about it in my videos, helping people, helping you to resolve fears, anxieties, things that hold you back, worries, chronic conditions that you don't seem to be able to get rid of, uh, personalities and identities that you fall into that aren't you, ways that you sabotage yourself, ways you fall short, and generally help you towards whatever your aspirations are and to facilitate the accomplishing of whatever you're here in front of me for. And what I want to talk about now is how my particular technique of spiritual digestion, which I've talked about quite a bit over the past year and a half, a new dimension to that has turned up in using it for all kinds of conditions that people have. Every now and then somebody will say, Dex, I'd like to have a session with you because I'd like you to help me with my asthma, my blood pressure, this pain that I feel in this part of my body, and things like that. Physical conditions, physical uh, uh, undesirable feelings and sensations. And what I've always said when asked to do that, very genuinely, is simply that I'm absolutely certain I can help you with that. I can't tell you that I will completely cure that, but I can tell you that we will get positive results. And not only have we always done that, but just about every time the physical condition has resolved. And I've become very confident, supremely confident, in what this technique, spiritual digestion, can do. Essentially, as I believed, and it's turned out to be right, is that what manifests as physical pain, even when connected with a diagnosed medical condition, nevertheless will yield more often than not to addressing the spiritual underpinnings. It's very interesting to find that out, but that actually does bear out. It has borne out. As I've said before, any feeling, any sensation, any emotion is a particular energy. And all that needs to be done is, instead of pushing against it, trying not to feel it, trying to push it away or escape from it, all we need to do is to allow the presence of the energy that's expressing as that feeling to permeate through us and let it spiritually digest. Just have the presence of the energy expressing as whatever the physical or emotional pain or sensation or feeling is. Most recently, a friend of mine mentioned being in constant pain. And so I offered to help her. And she explained to me that she was actually diagnosed with a malformation in her spine. And for the particular work that she did, it kept her feeling exhausted and in pain all day long. So I applied the spiritual digestion technique to that. And I would say less than 20 minutes later, it was done. She felt great. She didn't feel any discomfort at all and felt her energy returning to her. Now, I was curious about how she would feel after getting up the next morning, being that there was a diagnosed structural issue of the malformation of her spine. And she contacted me the next day to tell me she was feeling better than she felt after the session and still feeling more and more energy coming back to her. And so that's a very good example of what we can accomplish. So let's include physically painful conditions, no matter how organically they can be explained in terms of biophysical conditions, in terms of disease or injury or whatever. And let's not make the assumption that nothing can be done about that spiritually, because exactly the opposite is what is bearing out session after session after session. This, again, is a relatively new development, and I'm very, very happy to be able to offer that kind of help too. And of course, there are feelings, emotions, sensations connected with these conditions, but nevertheless, we're having tremendous success in our sessions when we take these things on. And please keep in mind that if we've never had a session together, I really am happy to offer you a free introductory session. And I don't worry about whether you're going to pay money for sessions with me after that. I enjoy what I do. It's fulfilling for me. And it always works out that when we give of ourselves, it comes back to us. So I'm very comfortable and very satisfied giving a free introductory session to anyone who comes before me seeking to resolve something, fix something, or improve something about themselves. So don't hesitate. Don't feel like you're taking advantage of me, because I really feel like I get as much out of it as you do. I learn from that, and I take great pleasure in the success we have in the sessions. So why wait? You know, there's something barking at you. We could do something about that. And let me introduce you to the amazing power of therapeutic spiritual counseling. I can't tell you in advance whether we'll use the spiritual digestion technique or one of my other techniques, but it will be exactly what you need to resolve what you're trying to resolve. That much I can tell you. So you can contact me through my website, dexsessions.com, and I really look forward to hearing from you and meeting you.